Hello everybody, welcome back to the next part of our 1000-day Interloper series. Last episode we put together quite a bit of the Predator Memorial Project. We put all the statues on the shelves and then we did some fishing. For this episode, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do entirely. We've got food. And that cougar has disappeared over the days. This one probably hasn't respawned. Okay, where are we at? Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and turn this off. I don't want to burn fuel while we're thinking about this. So where is our collections? Okay. So what are we missing in Forlorn Muskeg? I don't know. Mountain Town. And Pleasant Valley is the big one. That is a good question. Okay, for now, I think we're just gonna put that there. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop off the rabbit pelt. Always does that. How are these looking? This one's pretty bad, so let's go ahead and repair this one. Why is that not in the hat drawer? And we're doing this purely for fun. Okay, beautiful. And I guess for the extra point of mending. Okay, we're gonna put that there. Let's go ahead and eat this. And now, how many wolf pelts do we have? Quite a few. I think we're actually gonna repair this as well. Come on. There we go. It's 2.5 hours though, that's way too long for my liking. I thought it was just about to be a blizzard outside, that's why I stopped for a second. Okay, wonderful. Okay, do we have a hacksaw at Timberwolf? I don't know. But I want to carve up some batteries in black rock. I also want to forge some stuff as well. Decisions. Okay. Can't tell. It was a long day at work, so not entirely sure the next game plan. I was thinking about it on the way home, but I've kind of misplaced my thoughts. Maybe the aurora is affecting us, right? Put this here. I think our next thing is we're gonna go to Bleak Inlet and look for a moose. I think that'll be our play. But what we're gonna do is go through the muskeg and craft another improvised knife and an improvised hatchet. Or at least another improvised hatchet. Yeah, and I don't see the moose out, so that's fine. If he was there, I would have been kind of upset. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be the plan. So let's go ahead and grab a hacksaw. And then what is the recipe for... Do we really not have any scrap metal? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, that changes things. Okay, how about we go to Carter Hydro Dam and we get some scrap metal. And then we'll also break up some of the pallets there. That seems like a plan. Because I think we're going to do a restoration project on the dam as well. But I do want my hammer for that. So we'll stop by the fishing hut on the way there. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. And then for water, grab the cooking pot. Okay, yeah, here's the plan. We're gonna go here, clean up some of this, but more importantly, get some scrap iron, or scrap metal rather. This isn't 7 Days to Die. We're gonna get some scrap metal. Then we're gonna come back and then go through the Forlorn Muskeg into Bleak Inlet after we craft another hatchet. So let's go ahead and go. I think we've got everything we need. Obviously, we're going to grab food and water along the way. So I think we're running dangerously low on water, now that I think about it. Oh wow, we have no water left. How could we let this happen, Teddy? He's like, I don't know who we is, but you let us run out of water. I think we aren't going to need to hunt any ptarmigans. I think we'll just grab a bunch of fish. And then we can use the reclaimed wood we get as fuel. And then we have the hacksaw. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's a lot of calories right there. Screen froze for a second. And the ptarmigans are already taunting me. Always like to do that. Now we are carrying a lot of fish, so we might have to deal with some wolves. Hopefully not. But if it comes down to it.
I'd better find some water.
Oh wow, that's acceptable. There you go. But a lot of this weight is just food, so we shouldn't have too much trouble carrying gear back. Now what would be really cool is if we encounter a moose along the way. If we do, that will change up our plans significantly. But again, I don't know where the moose spawns are in Mystery Lake, except for the one by the camp office. What's probably going to happen is we're probably going to encounter a wolf. I think there's one by the hunting blind sometimes, by Alan's cave over here. I think you can run a little bit actually, because we're going to be believe it or not, chopping wood while breaking crates and chopping up benches and metal structures actually does not tire you out that much. So it burns through calories like crazy, but as far as getting tired goes, it's not that intensive, which is a bit odd, but it's probably just for gameplay reason, balance and fun. Okay, no wolves, no moose. So we continue. Oh, that's a dead buck. I'm a big fan of the birch bark, though. Let's go ahead and go. Hello again. Had quite a few run-ins with this wolf, haven't we? Yes, we have. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of work to do. And I wish we could destroy these as well, but seems like it's just pallets out here. Yeah. Okay, well that's fine. Right now I'm more concerned with getting the wow, there's a lot. More concerned with getting the scrap metal. Case in point. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I don't think these are electrified, but... They see how these just melt through calories, which is good, somewhat, but... Just want to be mindful of that. Okay, so how much... Honestly, I wouldn't mind crafting... Where are they? Okay, that's 2 hatchets. Okay. Let's go ahead and clean up this entry room. Okay, we got 14. We'll come out and do this later. What I want to do... we need water, so... Let's go ahead... Can't do anything with these. And surely we can't get... Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Okay, let's... Oh man, this is gonna annoy me. Let's just drop the hatchet here. I guess we'll work our way from this end to that end. Okay, now we should be safe behind this fence, but you never know. Case in point. Oh wow, I
can't feel my hands.
Didn't know that was there. But this is like 3 hours of fuel. Versus this is like... Okay, we can make this work. We can make this work. Let's go ahead and put... that there. I think this is somewhat protected. Although, yeah, maybe we overestimated how far this would go. Let's put this here. We definitely overestimated how big the radius would be, but that's fine. Let's chop this up. Yeah, that's good. Let's actually go get those fish.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Perfect. Alright, so we continue. It's not too bad. We can do this. There we go.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Okay, and this right here is perfect. Another leader on. Yeah, I wish you could, like, destroy this, like, in Safe House customization. But that's fine. Okay, I think that's all the breakables over here.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Okay, now let's put on that. Okay, I don't know how much longer this is gonna hold out.
Feeling so drained. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable right next to this wolf. This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, now what we're gonna do is put this here.
find some place to escape this cold. Looks like a new day is dawning.
Perfect. Eat that. We're gonna have a lot of fires to clean up when we're done.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
I think I somewhat trust this one. I think this should be safe. Very good. Ooh, that's 3 hours? Okay. We should have drank that. Okay, we are too heavy to move.
I could eat anything.
But there's lockers in there. This is ridiculous, though. Let's drop. That's doable. Come on, girl. I believe in you.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Perfect. Okay, well, that didn't work out. Let's go ahead and eat this last fish. Alright, now what we're gonna do, take these. Break this down. Break this one down. Chop. Yeah, we're done with fires for now. We're gonna chop this up. Wonderful.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Okay, we've still got quite a bit of work to do, but for now,
Too heavy.
we're doing good. Okay, let's get a full 10 hours of sleep. Okay, the pemmican bars should still
Die
be
if I
good.
don't drink something soon.
Yeah, they should still be good. Then we're gonna sleep for 3 more hours. And then we're actually gonna eat one of those pemmican bars after we do one more thing. Should be a workbench in here. Yes. 1,000 calories, 4 hours. Let's... Well, no. I would rather do this. There we go. Okay.
Too much stuff to carry.
Well, that was not the intent, but so be it. I'm gonna put a bunch of water right here. You know, I like this dual monitor setup. Keep that in mind. That's for another time. That'll be good. Okay, now we're gonna eat a pemmican bar. We're gonna harvest these two. Alright, really good. Let's go. Beautiful weather as always. More importantly, we've got the scrap metal we were looking for. So that was the big win. Hopefully one day they'll make it so that you can like destroy the structures outside like that. For the big ones, it would be like 8 hours, and you would do it in like, you know, it would be like crafting, where you can start and take off X amount of hours. I would like that. But for now, we're just going to have to stick with removing the pallets and planks. So maybe one day. Now I know we have a bunch of water at the forge, so we're going to leave the cooking pot here. But we're going to keep the can just in case. I'll drop this. I think that will be good. And then we're going to take 10 coal. Because you need 8 to get it up to max. And we'll take the 4 for the extra ones. Now let's see what Forlorn Muskeg is like. What is the last possible one we're missing? I genuinely couldn't tell you. Because I don't think the actual one there... It's got to be the high blind, right? Oh, hello. It's a downed helicopter. Well, that is interesting to know. I did not know that. I could have sworn it was the high blind, but... Marsh Ridge. Yeah, we got that one. Hat Creek. Guys, I genuinely couldn't tell you what the last location is. I thought we found them all. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, 13. Yeah, 13. So where's the 14th? Huh. Okay, I couldn't tell you. But we're warming up. We've got this one. We're taking this so we can repair it at the cannery. With the scrap metal. We're gonna keep this actually. Alright, let's actually do some repairing while we're here. Let's grab... Do we have any fur? No, we used it all. That's right. Ooh, you know what we could do? We could hunt the cougar in Bleak Inlet, but now that I think about it, we don't need to. We're looking for a moose anyways. I think we're good to go. We've got the cloth we need. We've certainly got the scrap metal. How much scrap metal do we need, though? We need 13. I want 2 hatchets and an improvised knife. And you might be thinking, why do we need that? Because what we're gonna do... Yeah, we're calling it now. We can no longer repair Cougar Claw Knives. That's what we're gonna do. So, no more sharpening, no more milling. And if we use it in a wolf struggle, we reduce 25% essentially. And that's so that the improvised knife can still be useful. It's kind of how I think it should be, so we're going to add that rule set and play around it for fun. That's the decision, and that's what we're doing. Plus, it's more fun for you guys to watch me play around that, and I enjoy it more as well. Because it is kind of sad how the improvised knife just gets kind of made obsolete by that. Now I think... Let's sleep for 2 more hours. Hopefully the blizzard ends soon. Sounds like it did. That's perfect. Have a hacksaw. Now we need... What do we need for the trader? Really, we need ptarmigan down. That was the whole reason we came back here. So we're gonna take 30. No. Yeah, let's take 30, and then that'll be 5 books we can trade, and then we'll use the other 10 for the bedroll repairs. So we are good. Let's go ahead and eat that fish. And then we're gonna say so long to our friend Teddy. Goodbye, buddy. We'll see you later. May God watch over us on our journey, and off we go. Okay, perfect. Ah, heavy hammer. Heavy hammer. Wait, did I leave the heavy hammer there? I could have sworn I did. Because why would I ever leave it away from there? Because it is the best forge in the game. We shall find out, won't we? But yeah, the decision to make the Cougar Claw Knife unrepairable, I've been thinking about that for a while. Again, the rules are no more sharpening, no more milling. Any durability is durability lost, and if we use it in a struggle, we take 25% off. So let's say we whittle it down to 25, 20, even 20%. We use it in a struggle. The actual percentage is probably like 18 or 17, but that knife is effectively ruined, so we won't be allowed to use it anymore until we get either a suitable replacement or a new Cougar Claw Knife, which now that I think about it, why didn't I just do that? You know what, it's fine, it's fine. Well, no, because we actually want a knife we can repair, right? And I know we have one back in Coastal Highway, but I want another one in Mr. Lake. Yeah, next time we go forging after this, we'll probably bring some of the Cougar Claws and craft like 2 knives there. But the hatchets are what we really need. We'll just go this way, I think. Yeah. Or actually, we'll try and cut it across to the blind. I want to see if maybe that was the last location I missed. Also, we gotta be mindful of the bear that likes to live around here. Dang it, we forgot to bring the crampons with us again, because we want to take them to Coastal Highway eventually, so they can actually be used while beachcombing. Hello, Mr. Bear. Just having a good day. Leave him be. Now, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when we were first starting out, but this was huge. When we had the opportunity to walk from camp office to here. We gathered like 60 cattails, and we didn't get cold till we were near the farmstead. And on early Interloper, that is exceptional, to say the least. I think this is the high blind right here. We should be safe to cross right here. I've never seen a patch of snow where it's still weak ice. So hopefully that is the case, and it seems to be. This has got to be it. We should have kept one charcoal. Is this not the high blind? Oh, this might be the bear cave. We should go. Where are we? We're right here. So we need to go that way, I think. Yeah, I think it's over there. Now, I don't even know if this is the final location. It would make sense. It's the most valid location that I can think of. Because I'm pretty sure that last tower, the collapsed one, is actually not a landmark, believe it or not. Which it should be, but... as you can see, the evidence of our past travels. But that means we have been here, and it wasn't a location, so... or maybe we just didn't mark it? Or we probably didn't actually map it. Let's see if we can do a little trick. Okay, well no, we know it's searched now, but yeah, I don't know the last location. Yeah, and I don't want to reveal just yet.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Yeah, it's funny seeing the evidence of our cattail spree. In fact, these. The bunkhouses, that was the other one. I mean, let's go this way. Okay, yeah, it's gotten worse quite quickly. We need to head over before we lose total visibility. You know what? The tool belt might have actually been worth bringing along as well. But it's okay. Okay, I think this is right by a fire barrel. Yep. Right here. This is actually quite a good spot. Well, we wouldn't need charcoal anyways. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what the last location is. I have no idea. But I am loving all these rose hips. Not loving that wolf though. Although that might be dinner. We do have a lot of food, but we will be here for a while. We might run out. We might actually kill this wolf, to be honest. I guess not. Okay, excellent. We do have that. Do we have hacksaw? We do. Good. Yeah, let's kill this wolf. Ah. Seems not. That's fine. We'll take that as a sign. Alright, so what we're gonna do... Come up here. I don't have anything up here. Yeah, the safe is like 20 feet underground, by the way. But yeah, we have so much water and reclaimed wood, like I suspected. But I really need... I kind of want to hunt that wolf, though.
Need water.
Because we need... When we go into Bleak Inlet, we need non-smelly food. For the timber wolves. Where is this metal container? It's like... Okay. Yeah, it's gotta be like right here. Yep, here it is. And we searched it. You see, this is why search spray is pretty good. But of all the times, there are always like 100 wolves around here. There aren't. You know what? I give up. We'll just eat cattails and blink on that. Oh, never mind. That was embarrassing. Okay, we're gonna start a fire while he's walking over here. Now, if you have little coal, use other fuel to get it up until that fuel won't warm it up anymore. Remember, the heat goes through the building. Well, yeah, right here. See? But we're gonna get this guy. He's a big one. I thank you for your life. And so you harvest. Leave nothing to waste. As far as the meat goes.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
We won't need that. "49 minutes. See, and now, because we're playing without... We can't repair the Cougar Claw Knife anymore. We actually have to use our hands. If we want to be smart about it. Now, is this necessary? No. We really probably don't need these guts, but we want to take as much as we can. So that's what we're doing. And we're gonna get the pelt.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
I thank you for your life, Mr. Wolf. We'll commemorate you with a statue. You see how it's at plus 19? If you only had, let's say 6 coal, you need to get it up to plus 30. You need to get up to 30 before you can start adding coal if you want any chance of getting it over the 150 threshold to forge with, right? Oh boy. Seem to be sheltered. But if you want to be super safe, just go up here. If you want to be super safe, just go up here and sleep. Plus 25. So I think the minimum you can get away with is 6 coal if you do it correctly this way. I would always try and have 8 coal, but to each their own. There you see, plus 31. Now it's going to be... Our coal is too efficient. Oh well. You see we're at 131. Alright, let's go ahead and just sleep for 2 more hours, I think. Ooh. Basically add another piece of coal, and that's going to bring us over the 150 threshold we need, so we can start. Let's go ahead and start with this. We're going to get a bunch of water.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Okay, good. Eat this. Okay, what is the hacksaw? We might actually be able to chop this bench up. Let's see, 4 hours. Probably not. Well, actually, yes, we can. What we're gonna do is avoid this wolf. But we're also going to do that. It's also the warmest part of the day. So what we're going to do, at -4, we can't do that for 4 hours. We're going to lose about 40% health. So what we're going to do is light this. Start a fire right here. This is necessary, by the way.
That's done.
Now, if this workbench was right there, it would be a lot more useful, but since it's not covered by the fire, it's pretty much useless. Then we're gonna put probably that much on, so now we have protection from both the wolf and the cold when we're doing this. See, and it wouldn't matter if the fire went out because we weren't using it for that. We were just using it so we wouldn't start freezing. But now we're going to go ahead and probably eat this. And then we're going to forge the last, the improvised knife. And honestly, we could probably... You know what? Why don't we just do this, and then another hatchet? Why not?
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Because we're gonna have to stay here the night anyways. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And there we go.
Just need to close my eyes.
See, we're able to fully eat that wolf. Otherwise, we would have been out of food by now. Okay, I've got that. But yeah, as you can see, we're pretty inundated with tools. So, and we're also going to take the pry bar, but leave the heavy hammer. And honestly, debating just leaving that here. No, we won't. Okay, then we're gonna smash this. Never mind. No, we're not. We are gonna break this crate. Okay, 5 hours. We're gonna sleep for 6 hours. Sleep for 3 more hours. Remember, it's so cold outside that the fire burns for longer. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Now we're gonna eat a piece of cured meat.
I need to find something to drink.
Gonna do that. Where are we at with our drinks? 2 reishi teas. We're gonna take these teas out. And then we're gonna place this here and then cook the tea. And some viewers have commented that you can actually put the teas in here and then drop this and they will hold. So that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that. So what we're gonna do, and they shouldn't get ruined, so we're gonna sleep for another probably 2 hours. Yeah, let's do an hour. So that did give me an idea. Yep. See? You guys were right. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. But that's really good to know. What we're going to do is go over there. Well, let's try and record this first. Oh no, we wouldn't. Yeah, let's try and get up there. Yeah, that's pretty good, but just can't help but feel that this is the last location, and it's just not showing up like the church and the bridge in Mountain Town. Oh,
This'll come in handy.
his greed is insatiable. Okay, let's grab all this.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, this really probably should be the last location, but it's not. Hey, well, okay.
So cold.
Okay.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
That's awesome. It was just the same visual glitch. So let's actually run back. That fire has probably gone out, but that's okay. Let's just not run into that wolf around the corner. It's probably chasing that deer, the buck, all the way across the muskeg. But that's good to know. It was just another case of not being able to identify that landmark. You got him. Kind of screwed up, but that's fine. I'm gonna take this. There we go. That should be enough to get us into Bleak Inlet. Let's take these and then let's go. We'll leave these plants here. We dropped the heavy hammer, right? We did. We're good. Yeah, we should have thrown some sticks on the forge fire, but that's okay. That's a smart wolf. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is go to Bleak Inlet. I think we've gotten that cairn before. We're gonna go to Bleak Inlet. And sorry, those pallets are distracting me. It's screaming at me that we need to have a restoration project here too. But yeah, we're gonna go to Bleak Inlet, try and find a moose, and then hunt him down. And probably take the hide back with us to camp office. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to be able to get 3 hatchets. So repairing it isn't as important until we get to Blackrock, so that we can also get level 5 gunsmithing by carving up car batteries and making bullets. This fur is tempting to chop up at least one limb, but if we go to Bleak Inlet, I'm sure there will be wood there. Remember, we don't need to take the plants that are near common areas. I'm gonna leave the 2 guts here. So nothing of that wolf has gone to waste. Exactly what we wanted. Let's see how our friend Larry is doing. If you remember, we gave him quite an offering. We gave him 5 down, excuse me, for a bed, a carrot, some cattail stalks, and prepared reishi mushrooms. He hasn't seemed to have enjoyed them, so let's add another cattail stalk, and maybe that will appease him. But I'd like to think that's his bed. And so it shall be. But he doesn't seem to be out today. Which is strange, but hopefully they didn't remove him in the wildlife refresh. That would probably make people upset. Okay, good. I was like, please tell me I brought the bedroll. It's worth being over encumbered. So we didn't leave anything at the entrance. That's good. Let's go see if we can find a moose. We are right on top of the cougar, practically. Oh yeah, we never found the Polaroid either. But I'm sure not gonna go mess with that cougar right now. Bull is the moose. Now, there's several places he can spawn, and I thought maybe it was a glitch, but I could have sworn that he could be in multiple places in Bleak Inlet.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Ah, we didn't bring enough painkillers for... well, no, we have rose hip teas if we get our ribs broken. Also, this is probably the best spot in the game to get birch bark. There always seems to be a lot here for some reason. In this small area. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is like 12 birch bark total. Nine. That's really good. Can we make it a 10? Even 10. No, that's fine. I was hoping for like 4 or 6, not 9. That's really good. Now, unfortunately, if we run into timber wolves, we are going to have to kill them. Speak of the devil. Maybe we can avoid these guys. Almost ran face first into them. Yeah, I don't want to have to kill them, but if we have to, we have to. Gonna cross the frozen delta, and we're gonna check over there, see if the moose has spawned by the cannery. Now if he has, that's gonna be really interesting because there are always a pack of timber wolves there. How we'll be able to harvest the moose. Well, it's a big assumption that we'll be able to just kill and harvest them without getting our ribs broken, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Now, where is the way to go? Now, if we had the crampons, this would not be an issue whatsoever, but we're slower. I don't know if being encumbered makes the timer go down faster, but it's also kind of silly that I've seen bears run across weak ice. We are just lucking out on not hitting these packs. I'm also trying to look in the distance for any moose. Because I do know there can be one by the cannery. But there might be others. Now there's a bear that lives over here. But we aren't looking for a bear. Although he might be looking for us. As far as Polaroids go, I think the Bleak Inlet one is the last, or not the last, it's definitely one of the last ones that we haven't found. This is kind of cursed if you think about it. With the far territories being added, Bleak Inlet was nerfed and it's the cold that it would experience. But late game Interloper not getting cold, even at the warmest part of the day, was unheard of. That just goes to show how it's been, clothing has been buffed and the weather has been weakened. You little stinker. I really don't want to hurt you. Oh, you look special. But, oh yeah, he didn't have the Polaroid on him. It's not sitting under here or anything. Okay, well. It's been fun. Okay, so the moose here is not up either. That is disheartening. Yeah, he didn't want to follow. Okay, okay. Well, I'm really surprised we didn't see a moose anywhere. Sorry to disappoint. Maybe that was a glitch, that they were in multiple spots. I mean, it would make sense if they were, and it's Bleak Inlet. Although Bleak Inlet isn't as deadly as it used to be, so... We're just gonna sneak by. And we've done it before. We could probably just fish out here and get some lamp oil to bring to Coastal Highway while we're at it. Look at that. 3 timber wolf packs avoided. 0 moose found. Now, allegedly there is beachcombing, but we haven't really found any, have we? There was like a shipping container over there, but nothing over here. Yeah, see. Memento hint. See, I don't know if memento hints are like actual caches or if it's just a landmark identifier. Question is, did we leave any fish for our past? Did our past self leave us any fish? It looks like he did not, but he... Oh, yes, he did.
Surrounded by snow. Nothing to drink.
Ah, yes. Yes, we did. Look at that. Alright. Honestly, this was pretty good. I don't think we have a pry bar. You know what, let's just leave the hammer here. We have one in Coastal Highway. We have one... what? Oh, I'm blind. We left... yeah, okay. So... and we'll eat that. Yeah, it's not worth it. But I've got plenty of wood in there now. Yeah, let's step inside here.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, quick check before we go to bed. Ooh, are these? Yeah, those are too far gone. Okay, that's really good. I didn't know that was in there. But we are... You know, it's really unfortunate too. We can't destroy this dresser, which is really sad. But that means this place is unsuitable for a base, so we're just going to tear these up. Okay, we are taking the fish mount.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Yeah, can't do that. If only we could disassemble these and rebuild them elsewhere. Okay, we're gonna consolidate this weight. I'll keep these for the Thompsons. Well, no, we'll always find more Reishies. I guess we won't always, but there's plenty still in the world. Okay, we have this food. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep for 10 hours. Oh, we didn't drop the wolf pelt. Oh no. Oh, we should have dropped it in the cave. I hope it doesn't go bad before it gets done curing. Let's go ahead and eat this. Oh wow. And we'll even be able to not have to eat one of these. I was expecting to, but all things considered, we're still underweight. But we made a lot of good progress this episode. I think we're going to end the episode here. The original plan was kind of shaky, but we made things work. We went to clean up a lot of Carter Dam, the entrance. Got the scrap metal we needed, navigated all the way to Muskeg, crafted 3 hatchets and an improvised knife. We added the rule where we can't repair the Cougar Claw Knife, and we made it all the way to Bleak Inlet and avoided so many Timberwolf packs. But for now, this is where we'll end the episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.